Now, let's say
Unless-
a deer jumps out from a pig flies across.
Yeah,
I can hit the brakes?
You can hit the brakes, but the car will see it and avoid it. It'll actually respond quicker probably than you can.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe you'll want a Tesla after this.
No. I like driving. But this is amazing. Is it recording yet?
Yep, it's recording.
I did see a guy, he was driving through traffic. He's a comedian. He was talking about how he will always cut off a Tesla.
Why?
Because the Tesla will automatically stop and let him in. He's
Sometimes it's ruder. I'm a little more polite. It needs to work on its politeness.
Oh, this car needs to work on its politeness?
It'll cut people off.
Okay. But he said if he
Tesla.
cuts off the Tesla, it will stop.
Yeah.
So he
It's
just
supposed
cuts
to.
him off.
If you get close enough, it will. Yeah,
That's
it'll jam on
what
its
he
brakes.
said he does. No, it's going to see this truck over here.
Yeah. So see, there's a truck there.
It's disgusting.
So here, if we want to go to navigation, just click that. There's our route. If we want to go to full screen, you just swipe this over.
Sorry, this is coffee. I don't want it to spill.
No, you're good.
I'll clean up whatever messes I make. Okay, so we are now passing the old Unimart here in New Kingston.
Yep. This is John's first time experiencing full self-driving in a Tesla, so we're getting his first time reactions.
Yeah, so we can turn right on red here,
Yep.
and it's creeping us up right now because
Yep.
there's a big truck that it sees.
Yep.
Ugh, this makes me sick. It's
Do
literally
you
like...
feel unnerving? Do you feel
No,
a
but
little
see,
bit?
I have motion sickness, so the problem that I'd have to get used to is how it drives you, because when I'm not actually doing it, like when
There
I'm
are
not...
different modes. We're in hurry right now, so maybe we go to standard.
Okay, that
It's
probably...
a little more reserved.
Okay, that'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I usually drive hurry on back roads or streets.
Yeah.
I do standard on the highway.
Or are we in now? Standard?
We're in standard now.
driving.
Yep.
Yeah, so like it's literally watching this truck. I'm watching this whole thing.
Yeah. Now this is just a representation. This is not exactly
Oh,
what
I
it's
know.
seeing.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is just like a fun. You can spin that around. But you can always look forward, just like you're driving. But you just have to sit there. Now, if there's any type of like brake tapping because it thought it saw something, don't be alarmed.
Okay.
Just let the car do its thing.
Now, let's say
Unless-
a deer jumps out from a pig flies across.
Yeah,
I can hit the brakes?
You can hit the brakes, but the car will see it and avoid it. It'll actually respond quicker probably than you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I respond quick. I got one eye.
Yeah.
That one eye's good, dude. I don't know if I told you that.
I know. It has to compensate, right? So.
Okay, so does it see this sign?
Yep, it'll see the sign, but it'll also see that the lane is clear.
Yes.
If there was arrows in the lane, that's a different story.
Gotcha.
But
Does it see that it's right on red? Or that it's a right
Yeah.
turn signal?
Mhm.
This is so weird. So we're pulling up to the red light. Carmen Valley High School is right here on the left, the football field. So right here on the right is the old Groff's, or whatever it was, Groff's?
I have no idea.
Groff. And then over here is the new warehouses on Hemp Farms. Whee!
So what happened to your Lexus?
I still
Didn't
have
you
it.
have a Lexus? Okay.
Oh, I still have it.
You're
No, I
driving
just
in-
put so many miles on it. So I have a problem with spending money. You can ask my wife, my friends,
We know
my
this.
sponsor,
We know this. That's okay.
anybody in sobriety. So what had happened was I sent a message to my buddy Adam Kell, who is like the head salesman over at Sun Motors Mercedes, and I said I'm looking for an inexpensive car for my sister, and then he sent me over a list, and I said I'll take that one.
Oh,
So
great.
it's a 2018 QX60 from Infinity with 60,000 miles on it,
Great.
and I got it for like nothing. 16,500, new brakes, new rotors, training fluid, new oil, and it's loaded
So
beyond
just
belief.
put the miles on it, right?
Yeah, because
great.
it was nothing, and that way I can reserve my Lexus. That way, when I do my trade-in next year for the new GX, which I want, that way I'm not killing the value of my current Lexus.
I don't know. Maybe you'll want a Tesla after this.
No. I like driving, but this is amazing. I could see getting one of these for Taylor.
You could drive it too.
Oh, yeah, I would have no problem owning one
We
of
don't
these
have
Teslas, though. This thing is cool as anything.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally just cruising. Will it go over there because I want it to?
Yeah. I don't know if it'll do it now. If we were in hurry mode, it probably would more. But
Oh,
there
it's
you go.
doing it anyway.
There you go. Yep.
Wow.
So I don't know how much you know about Tesla and its full self-driving. It's all camera-based.
Yeah,
There's
how
no
many
LiDAR,
cameras are
there's
here?
no radar. There's about 8 cameras, I believe.
Okay.
Pillars down below, one in the front, one in the back, and there's like 2 up here. So, yeah. But what Tesla's approach is different than most car companies, and most car companies laugh at Tesla, but Tesla's far ahead of anybody else.
Well, it's funny because, yeah, they came out with all this stuff years before anybody. Everybody tried to play catch up. It didn't work for a lot of companies. Like the Fords, I mean, the values tanked in all of them.
Yeah.
They couldn't sell them. I think Kia and Hyundai's doing decent. You had the Hyundai, right?
I had the Kia EV6.
Oh, the Kia. That was a nice car.
Yeah, it was really
But
nice.
keep going. You were saying they were far ahead of everybody.
They're far ahead of everyone because their idea is we need to fix. It's a software issue.
Okay.
We need to make the intelligence like a human, how you see the world and how you react to situations. So if you can fix that with AI and software, the cameras see the world. You just need to make the correct decisions. So you don't need the expensive LiDAR. You don't need the expensive radar. You need to see the world like we see it. You know, we don't have that kind of stuff built into our brains. We don't have radar or LiDAR.
No,
I don't know.
no, we don't. We don't.
You might.
Well, I have a radar detector in my left eye now.
Yeah.
That's what I had put in there.
It's just a scanning.
Yeah.
But that's the direction they're going, and it seems to be working very well. I mean, you can see these cameras see everything, and they depth map and every. You know,
I mean,
they
they're
can
seeing cars over
calculate.
there 100 and some yards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's very
That
good.
is crazy.
So what's your first impression? Are you kind of surprised?
Drives
You
very
didn't think-
smooth. I like the
Okay.
standard mode for now. I'd have to switch into the other. What's the other mode called?
Hurry.
Hurry mode, because I get a little motion sickness.
We even have Mad Max.
That's like Fast Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. You've seen Fury.
Oh yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, I mean, I know the old one and the new one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it drives really smooth, and it drives like how I would want to drive. Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Because a lot of cars today, they'll learn how you drive as you drive them. So you might pick up a used vehicle, and you might hear a clunk in the tranny because you're driving it differently than the last owner.
Sure.
Does this learn how you want to drive, or do you just have to use those settings? Like if you were to drive it yourself all the time, would it learn from you?
Yeah, it can learn. I mean, it stores all of that somewhere because you can actually submit that to your insurance company, and they can see, oh, if you're a safe driver, you get discounts.
Discounts, yeah.
So
that's pretty
all
cool.
that data is there.
You hear that, Bill Brennan? Discounts.
Discounts.
Give
But
me
you gotta
15%
drive
or
nice.
more. Yeah.
But I don't think the car, from what I understand, is going to tailor your driving experience to that. It's just a good driving experience. Period. EVs are smooth. They're quick.
Yeah, what's the
you
zero?
don't-
Do you know what the 0 to 60 is on this thing?
This is like 4.6, I think.
Okay, so it's not one of the fastest ones.
No, it's not one of the fastest ones, but this is actually the base. It's the rear-wheel drive long range.
Okay.
So I get about 357 miles on a full battery, and it's great. I had it in the winter, rear-wheel drive, no issues.
Really?
Did not miss the all-wheel drive. You do not need it. That's a misnomer. I think it's a ploy to sell higher-priced vehicles because all-wheel drive is really important if you're going uphill on an icy mountain, or
Yeah.
if you live rural and you have a long driveway and it's icy and it's dirt. Okay, you might need an all-wheel drive to get to your house, but
Well,
I've
this
never
car has a
needed
lot of weight. Like if you look at an
Yeah.
old Mustang, they're not super heavy cars. This car's much heavier.
it's a little heavier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not super heavy, but it is a lot heavier. When you get to the larger EVs, like the Cybertruck, the Hummer EV, those are tanks. The Hummer EV is a tank. Have you ever seen that thing?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
cute,
my
and they're
God.
super $140,000.
When they first came out, yeah.
I don't know what they are now.
You can get a used one for about 60.
So my question is, okay, so my family lives in, my grandmother, good family lives in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Sure.
450 miles.
Yeah.
So let's say at 300 miles I want to recharge. How long is that going to take?
You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
All you have to do is put the address in the system here, and it'll tell you where to charge and how long.
Yeah,
You probably
okay.
have to stop once.
But how long is that charge going to take?
It could take 5 minutes
Okay.
to 15, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You usually go in, you pee, you might get a food, you might not. And by the time you're done, you come back to the car, it's ready to go to the next stop.
Okay, so that would be like, hey, food break's going to be where blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's typically what it is. You're driving for 3 hours, you're ready to take a break anyway, you stop, you do your break, and it does not add any more time to your travel.
because I'm stopping, ask anybody that rides with me, I drink a lot of coffee,
Yeah.
I drink a lot of water, and I pee a lot. And I remember when I was younger, I used to like, I gotta get there, but now I just want to be comfortable when I drive. Now, just so everybody knows, we are getting on 81,
Yeah.
we have left New Kingston, we've gone about 3 miles. I've not touched a single thing yet, and it's...
Yeah, it gives you a
nothing.
streak here, so that's how long you've been self-driving, 5 miles.
Oh, 5 miles. My gosh. So as everybody knows, this is probably the kind of car I should have, because I may or may not look at my phone when I drive. No, I don't watch videos or anything, but...
So actually, this is way more safe because it's supervised. So there's this eye right here that's looking at your face, and if your eye... You might do an eye joke right now.
I was gonna say it's only got one eye. It looks like it actually looks like a picture of me up there.
But it looks at your eyes, and if you're not looking at the road, this warning will come on the screen. And if you're not looking on the road long enough, it'll start flashing and it'll disengage, and it'll even eventually pull over. So if you faint, pass out, have a heart attack, the car will actually automatically drive you to the shoulder.
That's amazing. And that was good for me. Like I know I do have epilepsy medically, but I've only ever had one seizure. But for somebody with a seizure, maybe this could over time, instead of somebody losing their license for 6 months, they could possibly get into a vehicle like this.
100%.
That is self-driving, feel a lot safer. Because I met a new client yesterday also, he's had tons of seizures, like 19 of them.
Yeah.
He's the same age as me, and he's not driving right now. And it makes it really hard on him, his girlfriend, so on and so forth. And when I didn't drive, something having like this, obviously you have to have a license.
Yeah.
But to incorporate this in the future with somebody that does have epilepsy or some type of what's that other thing called where you fall asleep all the time?
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy, yeah.
This is going to create so many opportunities for people that are disabled, can't get around well. Even when you're aging out of driving, like people who need to get places, because this technology is going to change that.
Because there's nothing more dangerous on a highway, and no offense to somebody that's elderly, but like an 80-year-old person doing 45 on 81 is very dangerous.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not that they don't want to go faster, but they don't have the reaction time, and they might be a scared driver, and having something like this for somebody like that, like aging out of driving, could be really, really awesome in the future. I mean, I don't think we're quite there yet, but yeah, this thing's awesome.
People, when they experience full self-driving for the first time, they usually say something to the effect of, "I didn't know it can do everything."
Yeah, dude, I haven't touched nothing.
They thought it could just stay in a straight line and that's it. But this is literally take us to our destination. You won't even touch a thing. It'll even park.
Yeah, I don't have any trust issues here. Look, I didn't even look over. I know it's moving us over. I'm not even looking in the mirror. I'm like, it knows what it's doing.
Yep.
This is crazy. But how fast over the speed limit will it go?
You can set that. There's parameters.
Okay.
But there's an overall parameter.
I just want to say something that it did.
Yeah.
So we are about a half mile from the exit. It was trying to get around a car, and then it realized it didn't have enough time to get around some cars to get up to the exit because it could see far in advance. So it backed itself up, moved itself behind a car, and then over to another car because it knew it did not have time to get over and pass a car.
Yep.
That's literally what this thing just did.
To get into the lane it needed to be to
No,
exit.
it knew in advance by just looking ahead like 400 yards. It's like, I don't have time.
It's a smart system.
Very smart. That's crazy.
The cameras, the system will look at traffic as a whole and keep with traffic to a point. And if you're not with traffic, you're saying you're sitting on the right lane in an empty freeway, you can set it. I have standard to be, I think, 6 or 7
over the speed limit.
Over the speed limit. So
what about
can
you do it like on the turnpike? I do 79. Can you do 79?
Oh, 100%. It'll break the speed limit. It's going to drive like a human driver. It's not going to drive like a robot.
See, now we're coming up to the first bottleneck, because we're coming up to that bottleneck where Wartsville Road bottlenecks up towards Wartsville.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I just want to see how it handles that, because we're in the far right lane and we're behind some cars, and this is the lane that ends. So I'd like to see how it handles this change.
What's your overall perception on electric vehicles in general?
I mean, I like engines and gas. to be honest. I love them,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Overall
Sure.
perception, I have no issues with them. I think they do a great thing. I don't know, in all honesty, how much they're really helping the environment because
Yeah.
of batteries, things like
Sure.
that.
Sure.
But ultimately, I guess my standpoint now would be more leaning towards forgetting about the atmosphere and how our
Yeah.
world works, things like that. My focus would be, like you said, people that have seizures or people that are aging out of driving. How can this help people get around a lot easier and safer?
Right.
I think that's more important
Yes.
than the other stuff.
The safety part of it as
The
well.
safety part, yeah.
Yeah. So just to be frank, like when I purchased my first EV, I never thought about the environment. Never. I thought about two things: how well it drives and how smooth it is, just how enjoyable it is, and then second, the cost savings that I was going to occur because I drive a lot.
Yep.
I haven't even had this a year, and I got 25,000 miles on it. It was brand new. So I save a lot of money by charging at home.
Yes.
With gas prices shooting up well above $4 now.
Yep.
My electric bill has not shot up that much.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Let's give me an actual percentage that your electric bill has shot up.
So, I can give you a dollar amount.
Okay.
So during the summer, when I drive a lot, it'll shoot up between $60 and $70 a month.
Okay. I spend
For
that a
charging
week
at
on
home.
fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's huge cost savings.
Yep.
Obviously in the winter I drive a little bit less, so it's like $40 more a month.
That's nothing.
Because my charger at home tracks everything. So I put in what a kilowatt of energy costs me for my utility, and it calculates it all and tells me how much I'm paying.
So we've gone 10.3 miles. I've not touched a brake. I've not touched anything, a gas pedal, a steering wheel. Nothing.
Yeah.
I've just been holding the coffee the entire time. I've not put my coffee down.
It takes a lot of stress out of driving, actually. I've gone all the way to New York, Virginia, Michigan.
Self-driving.
Just didn't touch a thing. You know?
That is insane.
Didn't have to touch it. Now, when I get to a destination, I typically take over. It will park itself. I think there's some...
So for me, I'm in too much of a hurry. I'd have to park it for myself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like, I'm in a hurry. I just want to get the thing parked. Or
But
I
I'm
want to
gonna
park
let
at
this-
a specific place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it park us this time.
Yeah, just let
Okay.
it do its thing.
This is crazy. It's nice.
It's smooth, right?
Can I ask how much the cars cost?
Yeah, absolutely. So I bought this in July last year. I specifically bought it then because in September they were going to get rid of the EV tax credit.
Okay.
Thank you, Trump.
Did they
It was
get
a
rid of
joke.
it?
They got rid of it. So the EV tax credit was $7,500 towards the purchase, and they took it off at the point of sale. It used to be like you can only get that return during tax time,
Okay.
but they switched it to point of sale, $7,500 off your car. So this was about a $45,000 car, brand new, minus the $7,500. So I was in around.
So now you don't get a tax credit
37,000.
anymore for them.
You don't get it.
Okay.
So I paid $37,000 for this thing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. For a nice, you should hear the sound system. Well, we can play that later.
What kind is it? Do you know?
It's Tesla's own premium
Okay.
sound system. They did their own thing. So
Wow.
yeah, man. And you can sit here when it's in park, watch Netflix. There's a screen back here. My kids watch when we're driving. Keeps them busy and happy.
Now, does it annoy you about tires and things like that? Like the fact that if anything happens, you have to take it to Tesla?
You don't have to take it to Tesla.
Okay.
I take my car. Oh, see, it's getting a little.
What's it doing?
It's gonna. It doesn't want to go over that solid line. Maybe
Oh,
it was a little hesitant,
it did it.
but it eventually figured it out.
Oh, don't hit that little sign, buddy.
It's not
Don't
gonna
hit that little sign.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit the sign.
I know, I'm just telling it. It's listening to me. All right, where are we going to go in here in park? Okay, you're going to go to the left. So these were all kids that passed away from East Pennsboro High School many
No
years
way.
ago. Yeah. They all passed away the same year for different reasons, all from one class. I think it was the class of 2002, to be honest.
really?
Actually, we'll go down and look at it.
Have you ever done a video on that?
No. But I remember it happening because my first wife, Jill, who's an amazing human, I think that was her class.
Really?
That was her class, yeah. I think they're all 2002 kids.
Oh my.
So we're parked. We
We're
have
parked.
gone 12 miles. I didn't touch nothing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So let's go to the sound system.
Okay.
You like Forrest Frank?
Yeah, Forrest Frank. He just performed at Hershey the other night.
I
was
saw
not
a bunch
there.
of people
Monday
went
night.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud it's set to.
I mean, I love that you have Back to the Future recently played because it's one of the greatest things ever.
Oh, 100%. I'm trying to introduce my kids to all the soundtracks.
Even before you saved my life,
Wow.
saw every teardrop that I cried through all of my days.
Yeah, Jurassic Park was a good one. What else did we do? We did Forrest Gump.
That's an incredible soundtrack. One of the best ever.
Yes.
I think that's 2 discs. Back in the day, it was 2 discs. There's so many
It
songs.
even has 2 discs right here. Disc 1, disc 2.
Yeah.
But everything is on the screen. You don't need Apple CarPlay. Nothing. And you can go here.
But that's your Apple Music.
Yep, that I logged in on the screen.
Okay. Oh, I just touched the steering wheel for the first time, everybody.
So you have a web browser.
Okay.
There's this new self-driving app, so that's new. But I can go to theater. I can watch Netflix, Disney, YouTube.
Which is good for the kids. Now, was another thing about this, buying this car, was it because of the children?
No.
Like, was there any
Not at all.
safety things there for them?
No, never considered that.
Okay.
No. So another thing you can do is Toy Box. There's a photo booth, a sketch pad, paint shop, Tron mode, light. See these lights? How they're synced and everything. There's a Santa mode, rainbow. This you'll since you were a small kid, you know.
Is that outside?
You can port it to be outside.
Because
yes.
I know people that walk by Teslas and it makes fart noise. I love that.
Mars mode, boombox, so you can play through the speaker. Now that the sound, it sounds horrible, but it plays.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You know. So. And then if you want to go to your climate control, this is your climate control, and you move the air like this.
Oh.
And the air is coming through here, this vent.
So I can bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can bring it down to more straight at me. That's ridiculous.
And then there's a swing mode, so it'll actually modulate now.
Oh, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
I keep everything in auto, so I literally this car.
70 degrees.
I don't do
all
it.
the
I get in, I go. I when I stop somewhere, I just take my seatbelt off. It goes in park, and then I get out.
Now,
I don't
heated
touch
air
anything.
conditioned seats
Yep.
and heated steering wheel.
Yep.
Okay. Trunks in the front, trunk in the back.
Yep. Keep all my soccer stuff in the front.
Yep.
Business in the back.
Yeah, it's like my haircut. It's gonna be a mullet.
Cool. So if we want to go back to, I just hit work, let off the brake. Now hit start.
So weird.
All right, it's now backing us out of the parking spot,
Yes.
and we are heading back to the studio. Yeah, so that was enough about cars. We can talk more, but tell everyone what you do and who you are.
So my life story is pretty simple. I've been selling real estate full time for 21 years, but the bigger part of my life is I'm nearly 18 years sober from drugs and alcohol. Mainly quantify myself, not quantify, but I describe myself as an alcoholic. Mm-hmm. So when I drink, I don't have control over anything. So, excuse me for being rude there, but I have, when I drink alcohol, I do other stuff. Mm-hmm. But I did get sober back in 2008. And the biggest problem that I've had since then is fighting other addictions. Mm-hmm. So whether it was in the beginning, like sex, spending money, baseball card shopping, clothing, antiquing, anything you can think of being addicted to, I can be addicted to it. Coffee, food, milkshakes. So over the last couple years, I've kind of gone back to 12-step meetings and gotten a sponsor and doing a lot more research on dopamine in the brain and how that actually affects my life choices and the things that I do in my addictions in today's world, which we all struggle with this stuff, whether it's looking at your phone, people that have eating issues, gambling issues, there's all sorts of things people can get addicted to. And if you have one small little, we call them vices or things like that, most people think it's okay, but when you got 20, it's a problem, and that's my problem. So I can have 20 vices at a time, and it can make life unmanageable. So At the beginning of the year, I started writing a book. We're not 100% sure on the title yet, but I think it's going to be called Addicted to Everything, the Dopamine Audit. So where it's going to be a memoir of my life, and then basically there's going to be ways in there for people to actually study their dopamine habits, how to handle them, audit them, and figure out, is this a problem? Because not only do I want it to be a story about me, but I want it to be helpful for millions and millions of people, not only across the United States, but across the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's where my path is right now. Professional speaking, selling real estate, lots of training, lots of education.
So you just want to change lives and help people anywhere you can. All the things you do, it seems, points to that.
Yeah, it does. And I love my career in real estate. It's helping me fund this project, which is really important to me because I really do feel like, we had this big training yesterday called Quantum Leap, and Kyle Evans is a great teacher. He's like, what's your why? Well, I know what my why is. My why is to help other people through sobriety, mental health, dopamine issues. That's why God saved my life. I was in a really bad accident in 1999, and I probably shouldn't be alive, but there's a reason I'm here, and I feel like God saved me so I could help others. So, and I really feel like there is a responsibility that comes with my sobriety, and that is to understand, like, to give freely to others what I've been given freely to me.
Amen. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How's the book going? Has it been hard?
It was
difficult than you thought?
It was really hard the first few months of the year. So I really put real estate aside for the first 3 months of the year, which was fine. I had the ability to do that this year. I didn't sell much, but I really focused on working on the book, working on TEDx talks, working on, I actually did a bunch of professional speaker training last year. So I was really focused on that, and we're now through the second draft of the book. So I actually am having 3 people read it right now. A lady from my office named Brittany, another lady from my office named Brittany, and of course my wife. And we're going to go through this and just kind of get some feedback and then send it back to the person that's helping me write, because I'm, as you know, not a very good writer. If you read my descriptions on my listings, those were not necessarily written by me. They are described by me, but I'm really not a great writer.
There's no shame in that. Most people do that nowadays.
Yeah, and I have a really great ghostwriter named Liz Heflin. She has been nothing but an amazing worker for me. And the big thing about this book is there is a zero AI being used in the book. So there's no chat GPT, no Claude, no nothing. It is all written.
From the heart.
From the heart. And I want it to be very authentic, because people can see right through something that is not authentic. And that is written by ChatGPT. So I didn't want that to happen. So I've worked really hard. So is this other lady, and friends of mine surrounding my wife especially has been super helpful with just understanding where I'm coming from, what I really want to do with my life, and having a big addition to my career coming up at the age of 46 is a big deal.
46? Wow.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do when you hit 50?
I mean, to be honest with you, I still want to have a really big, nice real estate team. Michelle Snyman and I and Trent Snyman, we run a team called the Snyman Henry Group out of Keller Williams of Central PA. We have amazing partners. Sean's on our team. She's amazing. We have Dalton Reynolds, who's a rock star young guy. Meredith Stein, rock star young lady. We have a guy named Swen that recently retired from being a federal investigator. He was part-time for 5 years. We just have a really great growing team. I have a great transaction coordinator. I have an amazing business coach. I have an amazing team leader at our office. I have an amazing, content coach. So I'm doing everything possible and spending money to make my life different in order to help other people. Because if I'm not doing that, I can't do the real things that I feel like my purpose is.
That's awesome.
So that's where we're at now. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sometimes a little stressed. Like, I get a little bit behind on some of the things that I really want to do for the book, because I just feel overwhelmed, to be honest. It's a lot.
How do you overcome that overwhelm feeling?
Well, I did hire a new listing executive. She's also an executive assistant named Meredith. I have a business coach, and then I do what's called a 411, which is basically your weekly planning. I do that with Brittany, our team leader at my office, every week. So I have things in place. So I do have coaches. I do have a sponsor too when it comes to 12 steps and my sobriety. So all of that stuff combined, like, I have to have accountability partners, and I can't just have one. There's
Yeah.
like, it takes a team for somebody as scatterbrained as myself.
Yeah.
And you've known me for years.
Yep.
I am very scatterbrained.
Yeah.
So, because
We
you
know
and I have
this.
known each other for over 8 years.
You know this. I
Yeah.
know. Yep. That first time we met, we filmed
It's beautiful.
a video, one of my very first videos. I had no idea what I was doing, but
It turned out awesome.
it turned out.
We had over 100,000 views on Facebook
made an
alone.
impact, which is great, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where I want to be as well. Is like, I want my business to make an impact in the world, and that's why I do a lot of nonprofit stuff. Not writing a book yet, but who knows?
Well, I will tell you something. That video you did was for my 10-year anniversary of sobriety. So it would have been 2018 on September 11th. We filmed that on the 10th and the 11th, or the 11th and 12th.
Mhm.
No, the 9th and the 10th is when we filmed it. But the crazy part is, I was at a car dealership getting this one car that I have fixed up the other day, and this girl that I went to high school with named Jamie comes up to me. I haven't seen her in 20 years, and she's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I know a lot of people that struggle with drugs and alcohol, and every time I know somebody, I send them the video you made on your 10-year anniversary of sobriety."
Wow. That's awesome.
So
That's
something
great
that
to
you
hear.
created
See?
when I sat in front of that place in
Yep.
Hoagstown is still being shared today, and it's been almost a decade.
That's amazing, man. And making an impact. That's all.
Yeah.
What it's about.
Yeah, and
For
that
sure.
was, that thing got well over, I think it was like 175,000 views on Facebook alone in the first month,
Yeah.
which for Facebook is an astonishing.
Oh, that's
a
huge.
crazy number.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah, so that was really neat. So there's a lot going on right now. There really is, but I feel very blessed. I feel like work is very blessed. I'm dealing with a lot of great clients, a lot of great friends. I'm helping
Yeah.
a lot of people out. It's not always easy to be in real estate. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs. But ultimately, you got to take with the good with the bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What are you doing currently? Speaking gigs?
I do a little bit here and there.
All right.
I'm really focused on the writing right now to get the book published so we can do more speaking gigs. I'm actually working with a guy named Caesar. He's out of Houston. We're working on my TED Talk right now. So hopefully by the end of the year, come November, October, November, December, I'll be on some TEDx stages across the country. Hopefully I'll be able to do 3 to 6 of those by February next year, which will help me get a lot of exposure.
Awesome.
So, and then the book should be complete within the next couple months, and then we go through the process of actually having it published. So finding the right publisher, and it's going to be a hybrid publish. So
Okay.
not traditional. Traditional is very difficult because they want you to do everything their way. You make pennies on the dollar. They title it. They tell you how to word it. They might change my stories.
Mm-hmm.
You can also do self-published, where you're in control of everything, but then you don't quite get as much exposure.
Right.
And then you have hybrid publishing, which is kind of a mixture of both. We find a publisher. They may make me want to make some changes, but I actually own my story still. If you do traditional, they own you.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, there's
They really own you.
I don't know, do you ever watch Seinfeld?
Oh yeah.
So whenever Kramer sells his stories to, what the heck's the guy's name? The catalog, J. Peterman. He sells his stories to J. Peterman, and then he's telling one of his stories, and Elaine's like, "You can't tell that story." He's like, "But that's my life." He goes, "Not anymore. You sold that."
Yeah.
That's traditional publishing.
yeah.
I don't want to sell my story.
They're gonna charge you for telling your story.
Yeah, and you can make a lot of money. And honestly, I'm very nervous about this because this is a lot of money. It's something my wife and I have spoken a lot about, had a lot of heart-to-heart, a lot of prayer about, and we're investing a lot into this. And, of course, I'm nervous, will it work out? I know God has a plan for it, and everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But man, do I really want it to work really well, because it could open up so many doors for me and the future of my life, not only with real estate, but with professional speaking, traveling, sharing my stories. And it'd be really fun to me because this may sound kind of lame, but I like being on camera. I like being on stage.
You're good at it.
I love it.
You're
I
really
love
good.
doing it.
I think that's a calling that you have. It's just to be on camera.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
like
part
that.
of your calling, right?
Yeah, that's why I got my.
Spread the word.
I got a hair transplant. Get that
S-
better
yeah.
look for my camera views.
Looking good.
Yeah.
So, how can people support you and get you to that goal?
So, I mean, obviously, I actually hired a guy to help me with building up a following on Facebook. So we're working on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So I'm working through that process right now as well, just kind of building up that. But there's going to be a book that's for sale. And that's going to start being advertised shortly for pre-orders. And so if you just stick around, follow me on Facebook, which is, I have a couple pages, John Patrick Henry, or there's another one called Addicted to Everything. Same with my Instagram, which is addicted_to_everything_J Henry. That's my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a YouTube page, which is Addicted to Everything, and then I have a TikTok, which is Addicted to Everything. So just kind of follow me and just keep an eye out for what's going on, because there's a lot of free stuff that goes on too. So, you know, like I have pamphlets on, you know, brochures on, you know, your first 30 days after rehab. There's brochures on how to do an actual dopamine audit of yourself. Like, do I have a problem? Like, we don't want to call it addiction, you know, because there's such shame behind that word.
Sure.
So can we name it something else so it can help save more lives, where you're like, hey, listen, I might have a dopamine problem. Like, I don't have an addiction problem, because there's shame that goes with that word, which is not good.
Yeah.
I wish we could get rid of that, but that's the way it is.
If someone does have a dopamine problem and wants your help, is that, do they just go to the social media and
Yeah,
reach
they
out
can
to
just
you?
message me, and any one of my social medias, and I can, you know, at least send them a free PDF on maybe doing an actual dopamine audit, where you can look at things, because some of the things you look at is like, I mean, you know, am I looking for a fast hit? Yeah. So for me, the dopamine used to be right here. Right beside us is a McDonald's that you eat it like 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a quick hit to fill a dopamine hole?
Yep.
Yes. Now, could I go home and cook something healthy that takes longer? Yes. Is that a healthier dopamine hit? Yes. Does it take longer? So is it a quick hit or is it a slow hit? I mean, obviously right there, that's just a sign that one's better than the other. That's not always true for everything, but a dopamine hit from alcohol, cocaine, sex, gambling, these are all boom, quick hits. And what happens with your dopamine is your brain always wants to keep it level. So it's on a scale. So if you're filling it with all these dopamine highs, it's going to start adding negatives. Your brain will automatically add negatives. So when you ran out of the good one, then you become off balance and you crave until it's level again. And if you run out, crave, but this negatives keep still building up. So to get out of that deficit and even this back out with healthy, this isn't an overnight fix. And I learned that when I first got sober. It's like, John, you're 3 months sober. You walked into those woods for 17 years by drinking and using drugs. You're not getting out in 3 months. It takes time, and that's where a lot of people fail, is they feel like this is going to be an overnight fix, and just changing eating habits. I mean, for you to not crave sugar, you're going to have to go a month without having sugar, like if you're addicted to it, and that's a big issue that I have.
How are you staying healthy these days?
I haven't been very healthy lately. The last 2 weeks I've been eating a lot better, really refocusing on my diet, my intake, you know, not necessarily doing a calorie deficit because I am working out more right now, but the bottom line is trying to eat more whole foods, because there's so much trash they put in our foods, whether it's sugars, you know, in like our bread's not good bread, like bleached wheat's not great for you. Like, it's one of the issues why people have gluten allergies. You know, if they went to Europe and had a piece of bread, they probably wouldn't get sick because of what we say. Yeah, I mean, Swen on my team went there. He's gluten-free everything. He goes to England a couple years ago for his son's wedding, has tons of bread, doesn't get sick one time.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but it's also funny to watch the people, because the World Cup's going on right now.
Yeah, they're all over.
They're all over here, and they're eating this, and they love. It's the great. No, they love it. Have you seen these videos?
Oh, they have.
Oh my gosh, the videos are everywhere. They love Bass Pro. They love Walmart. They love the food. They love Buc-ee's. They
like
love
how much
ribs.
you get here. You're like, oh,
They're like,
yeah, but if you ate like that
Yeah.
consistently, you'd be 300 pounds.
Right, and that's the thing. There was a young guy from Italy, and he was getting free refills on his soda, and he was mind-boggled. He's like, I can have 1,000.
I can have a free refill?
He's like, I can have 1,000. He's like, yeah, but you won't. He goes, you don't know me. He's like, I might have 1,000.
I will tell you, the one thing that changed my health journey drastically is what I used to drink my calories. I used to have one of the large Dunkin' coffees with hazelnut swirl.
Yeah.
I switched everything to just zero sugar, whatever. Because I still get that taste somewhat, but now it's zero sugar. So I do the Diet Cokes,
Yeah, this is just tall, hot Americano, black. There's no cream, no nothing. And then at home,
it's fine. Yeah.
And at home we use heavy cream now instead of half and half because there's no sugar.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm having an apple, I'm having a certain yogurt, I'm having protein. just trying to do better.
Sugars and carbs are your enemy.
They are. And like my favorite restaurant, I eat there all the time.
Yeah.
And like you don't know what's in sugar because I go to Shallot's, which is phenomenal food, some of the best in the area. I get the crab pad thai. I'm like, this is delicious. And I'm talking to my friend this way. It's full of sugar.
Yeah.
It's a crab pad thai. It's full of sugar. It's absolutely delicious.
You got to remember, like, anything that ends in ose, lactose,
Yep.
sucrose, these are all sugars. So
Yep.
carbs is sugar. It turns into sugar. Milk's sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that's dairy based.
And then I switched to those, I think they're called stevia sodas. So they have agave in them. So I'm just making healthier choices.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, my mother-in-law passed away last August and she had dementia, and a lot of it's food and diet induced now. So when they're really starting to study dementia, it has to do with what you're putting into your body.
Yeah.
And if you talk to, which I've had podcasts with one of my buddies, and he even talks, he's like, your stomach is your second brain. What you put in your stomach goes right to your brain. So it makes a big, big difference in your life. If you're filling it with trash, you're going to feel like trash.
Yep.
Because I can tell you, I went for lunch a couple weeks ago, had a hot ham and cheese sandwich, butter, tomato, melted cheese, and French fries. Went home, took a nap for 2 hours. Felt like shit. Felt terrible. Then I had a half a salad yesterday. Took a nap for an hour. Felt fine. Now I take a nap every day.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I do. But I mean, that stuff that we're putting in our body is so instrumental on not only how we feel, but the longevity of our health.
Have you ever tried the carnivore diet? Because you have.
No, because Ben.
Yeah, you have Ben in your life.
Ben in my life.
He's convinced me. He convinced
that
me
what you
a
do
couple
now?
years ago. Yeah.
But how do you get any vegetables?
You don't.
But don't you need them, or like
No,
do you
don't
take them
need
in like
There's plenty of minerals and vitamins in meat. Now I do take a vitamin D supplement just because
Okay.
I've historically been low on vitamin
Yeah.
D, and I take creatine in the morning.
I
and then
take
at
creatine
night,
in the morning.
At night I'll take collagen and
You do or don't?
fish oil. I do.
What about
Collagen and fish oil.
do you use magnesium? Because we use magnesium every night because it's really healthy for your brain.
I don't. I probably should.
Yeah, that's
there's
really
a
good for
million supplements that I could probably take, I could use, but I just stick it. It gets expensive.
Yeah.
Every supplement you add adds like $10 to $20 a month.
Well, listen, we're back here at Nairi. Is this going to park us in the garage?
Yeah, not in the garage.
Okay,
no.
but it'll park us.
Yeah, it'll park us.
But it knows handicap spots.
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but we can find out.
See what it does.
Yeah, we'll see what it does. I typically don't park on this side because this is college hunks, but I can always move it. We can always move it after.
Wow.
It'll back in right there.
Look at that. Now, this is something I'm really good at. I would have already been pulled in.
Yeah, it does. It's a little slower, but it does it.
Well, Nate, I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
this was really fun.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
I'm
awesome.
glad you experienced it finally. It's hard to find someone who has never done it and who's willing to do it. Most
didn't
people
know that's
are
what we
like,
were
I'm
doing.
never gonna let a car drive myself.
I didn't even know we were doing it. I thought I was
Really?
sitting over there.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know that. I thought I was going to be Jason Riggins.
Well, Jason owns one. So
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what he
having him
said,
Sitting
yeah.
there wouldn't really mean it much, but I think what I want to do for this podcast is just get people's reactions, talk shop, and then get to know the person that's in the seat.
Well,
So
and
think
you and
we
I are good friends. We've known each other for years, but I'm just glad I got to sit here and have time with you today.
appreciate
Kind of
that.
catch up because
It's
we don't
good
get to see as much anymore.
Absolutely.
And I think the world of you. And if you don't know, Nary Creative runs an amazing business, and I don't need to advertise for him, but he's always been growing. He's always helping people. They have a great place for podcasts. They have great photography for real estate. They just do it all, and they do a really great job at it, and they have such a great crew. So if you're looking for something like that, they're in New Kingston. You can look them up on Google's. Google's is on the interwebs. It's a great website to help search for things. That's maybe
Yeah, that's
sarcastic.
right.
That's old man Henry. But yeah, look up Nary Creative because they're not going to do you wrong. They're going to take care of you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, love you,
You
brother.
rock.
Oh, we just.
Oh, that was bad.
That was one.
That
That's
was-
one eye. Look, this would have done better.
His depth perception is off.
All right,
That's
thanks,
a good,
buddy.
good way to end it. That
Yeah.
was great.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad it didn't crash. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, it was so much fun.
I was like,
Dude, that was so.
fresh.
Do I turn it off?
No, you don't do anything. Just walk away.
Well, how does it turn off?
It turns itself off. Where did this water come from?